Scams are all around. A phone call, a text, or even in person. I'm Lauren Coleman. Let's dig into some scams you need to watch out for right now. Right now, most people in Puerto Rico are without electricity or running water after Hurricane Fiona blew through earlier this week. The storm caused at least 4 deaths throughout the Caribbean. Aid for the people of Puerto Rico is coming from everywhere. If you can't help out in person, you may think donating money or resources is your best option. But as Matt Gregory explains, some people will try to take advantage of your kindness.
I wish we didn't have to talk about this, but unfortunately, some people use your generosity to make money. So we verified a few quick ways to avoid disaster donation scams. To find out how to avoid those scams, we went to the Better Business Bureau and the Federal Trade Commission's fact sheets on donations. First, the BBB says do a little research on the charity you choose. You can go to give.org to find the BBB's trusted charities. Another big one, the Better Business Bureau says be skeptical of crowdfunding campaigns. Campaigns set up on sites like GoFundMe.com do very little vetting of the people who set up the campaigns. The BBB also says give money rather than goods. It helps faster and offers charities flexibility. And to add to that, be wary of any charity promising 100% help to victims and families. Every organization has some overhead. And finally, when you do find somewhere to donate, the FTC reminds you to designate the disaster relief you want your money to help. Otherwise, the money could just go to a general fund. Follow these pointers and you have a better chance of your money going where it's needed. One final point, after you donate, check to see the money went where it was supposed to go. Transparent organizations will post on their websites, but others, you may have to wait until they release audited financial statements to find out.
The average person loses nearly $2,000 when they fall victim to a job scam. Brandon Lewis explains the warning signs to help you save your money.
The Great Resignation prompted many people to look for a new job, but the Federal Trade Commission warns potential workers are at risk of becoming a victim of a fake job posting. The FTC estimates the scams have cost Americans nearly $164 million this year alone. So we used these sources to show you 4 things to check to avoid an employment scam. The 4 things are source, content, pay, and requests featured in a job offer. To help you understand what these emails look like, we created a fake job posting based on what our sources say you should look for. First, check the source of the email. Is it from an official company email address or a generic account, like Gmail or Yahoo? You'll notice the source of the job offer didn't spell verify correctly. It's missing the E. Scammers hope you'll miss small errors like this. The email also isn't from a specific person, just a generic HR manager. Second, the content. Did the sender spell everything correctly and use the proper name of the company? Perspective is misspelled, and they call verify the verified team. The email also doesn't say what the job is for. Third, the pay. Is it consistent with what you'd expect? Scammers often promise easy money for little work, an unusually high salary, or offer to hire you without even doing an interview. It's unrealistic to think a company will contact you unsolicited and offer to pay you $1,000 weekly for doing a few hours of work without even interviewing you. Fourth, the request. The sender wastes no time asking for sensitive data like your banking information. That could put you at risk of identity theft. A real employer would wait until you've been hired before collecting this. A great way to confirm whether a job is real is to go to the company's website. Not every job scam is as easy to spot, but checking the source, content, pay, and request is a great place to start. The FTC notes sometimes scammers will work to lure you in, slowly obtaining more and more information from you.
You can scan a QR code for just about anything these days, but think twice before you do, because as Aranda Till explains, scammers can use QR codes to steal your personal information.
QR codes have become popular with restaurants and other businesses throughout the pandemic as a touchless way to share information. Verify viewer Stephanie told us she received a postcard in the mail claiming to be from Amazon.com and inviting her to test a new product. The postcard said the recipient could scan a QR code to register their name and contact information if they're interested. And she wanted to know if it was legit. So we reached out to Amazon and they confirmed that the postcard that Stephanie received, it's a scam and it's not authorized by Amazon. The company encourages people not to respond to these types of messages. And that led us to question whether scammers can use QR codes to steal your personal information. So let's verify. Our sources are the Better Business Bureau and the FBI. Both the Better Business Bureau and the FBI issued warnings about QR code scams. The BBB says QR code scams are on the rise and have become a way for scammers to, quote, disguise malicious links since they can't be read by the human eye. The FBI says, quote, cybercriminals are tampering with QR codes to redirect victims to malicious sites that steal login and financial information, unquote. So we can verify, yes, scammers can use QR codes to steal your personal information. The BBB and the FBI offered these tips for avoiding QR code scams. 1. Don't scan QR codes that come in unsolicited messages from strangers, even if they promise gifts or other opportunities. 2. After scanning a code, check the website URL to make sure it's authentic before entering any personal information. And finally, don't download apps from QR codes.
But what if our warnings didn't get to you fast enough and you've already fallen victim to one of these scams or the many others out there? The first thing you should do is report it to the North Carolina Attorney General's office. If you lost scam money or money in the scam, report it to your local police department too. And to help keep others from falling victim to the same scam, report it to the federal government. Government agencies use reports to track scam patterns and could even take legal action against your scammer.